Hey, Capricorn. Welcome to your weekly forecast for August the 17th through the 23rd. We're going to see what's happening the weekend for you lovely Capricorns here with this mermaid deck, going with our ocean and mermaid theme for the summer. And then we're going to pull an oracle card for you all from this mermaid deck here. So without further ado, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising, we're going to shuffle a couple of times here, a few times. We're going to pull your cards and see what's coming up for you for August 17th through the 23rd. Please do keep in mind, my darlings, that even if you come across this video outside of the time frame that I've set the intention for, you've been brought to this video because there's messages here for you. So you're going to discover it whenever you're meant to discover it. But we're going to see what's coming up for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising in the week ahead. So your first card here is the Queen of the Ocean. This is Major Arcana number 3, and the creator of this deck has this listed as abundance. Now, if you know your tarot cards, if you're familiar with tarot, then you know right off the bat the third Major Arcana card is going to be the Empress. Okay, so some of you are coming into this Empress kind of energy. The Empress is very abundant, very successful, very loved, very creative, very nurturing, right? So you are stepping into this energy and you are attracting this energy into your life. People that are going to be mirroring this back at you or back towards you. The Empress is very creative, so some of you might be having a significant boost in creativity. It's also a card that can indicate the birth of very substantial, very like to be successful in the future projects and entrepreneurship kind of energy. Very, very powerful energy, very beautiful energy. And the thing that I love about the Empress, I've just noticed over time, over the years reading for people, when you're stepping into the Empress energy, there's a certain degree of respect that's coming your way. And for some of you, I know it's long overdue, but there's a certain degree of respect that's coming your way where people genuinely, like, they respect you so much, they care about you so much, they would just really hate to do anything to hurt your feelings or to upset you. And so they're falling into line. Like they're falling in line. They're being mindful of their interactions with you, how they're dealing with you. So it's like people that genuinely just really, really would hate to cause you any sadness or disappointment. For some of you, this could be an energy within like a family situation, or if you have children, like your children are beginning to understand you better or connect with you better, or, you know, approach in a more respectful kind of way. It could be a spouse, it could be a partner, it could be friends, work situations. But when I see this energy, Capricorn, you're coming into a time where people are genuinely respecting you. They're genuinely respecting you. They want you to be happy. They want to please you. They want to be in your good graces. Okay, and keep in mind, this is a Major Arcana card, so this is an energy signifying that you're coming into a new chapter in your life, and this is a long-lasting energy. It's not just for, 7 days. So there could be things that are happening this week that are setting this theme up for you, right? So you might be encountering this over the next few weeks and months. But things might, like the ball might start rolling this week. I also feel for some of you, there's something here in terms of a promotion, or landing a new job that's a much higher position than what you've been doing. I get that feeling for a lot of you as well. Your next card here, Capricorns, is the Moon, another Major Arcana card. This is a big, big week for you guys in terms of shifting energy. Okay, big, big week in terms of energy that is shifting. The Moon card has to do with intuition, really kind of strengthening your intuition, tapping into your intuition, strengthening your intuition, coming into this powerful energy. The Moon card also signifies getting over your fears. Getting over your fears. Some of you are in a situation or in a bit of a bind or a bit of a rut. You might be out of work. You may be looking for work. And so the Empress card followed by the Moon card indicates that for some of you, you might be beginning to rely on your natural gifts and talents to create an opportunity for yourself. You know, maybe you've always been an excellent baker and you're beginning to do like baking catering or cooking catering, or maybe you have very artistic gifts and abilities and you're beginning to provide those services. Or maybe you're a very techie person, so you're doing websites for people, or, you know, offering to do programming or help with technical issues. Like you're finding ways to pick up certain gigs or to create something. And the Moon card for me is getting over your fear to put yourself out there in that way. But the Moon card for me is also like your intuition is guiding you about the next steps and how to make this grow, right? Like what might be a good idea in terms of how to market yourself, or how to get people to know about you, or to boost business for yourself. Very intuitive energy kind of guiding you. It might be unfamiliar territory and it might not be something you have a whole lot of experience with, but intuitively, naturally, you're figuring out how to maneuver through it, right? Your intuition is leading you to that success. The next card here, Capricorns, is Two of Swords. And Two of Swords is really confirming for me. I just kind of got chills here. Whew. It says crossroads here. It says crossroads listed as the description of this card, or, you know, putting this card in a nutshell. And I would agree with crossroads. But Two of Swords for me is a card that comes up when we're being given a warning. When Spirit is saying, look, Capricorn, we've been showing you the writing on the wall. We've been showing you the signs. We've been telling you in your intuition the next steps to take. You need to start taking those steps. Because if you don't, you know, then it's the whole aspect of getting pushed off the diving board, right? You're taking too long to jump, you're going to get pushed off the diving board. And even though you're okay once you get in the water and it's not so bad and you might even enjoy yourself and have a great time, that initial jolt of being pushed and, you know, having the impact of landing in the water, that initial jolt doesn't feel so great. It doesn't feel so wonderful. And you can avoid that by following the guidance and taking the steps you're being guided to take, right? If you've been having a nudging feeling that's been saying, hey, Capricorn, you better get that resume together. You better start seeing what's out there. Or, hey, you know what? Like, maybe it's time I'm just miserable working for other people. Maybe it's time for me to try to focus on that business idea or get that going again. Or, you know what? This person's giving me really bad vibes and they seem really unstable. Maybe this isn't a good place for me to be living with this person. Or maybe this isn't a healthy relationship. You have to pay attention to what your gut's been telling you. And you have to take the steps you've been guided to take. Now, honestly, obviously, a lot of the reason why most of the time people don't take those steps is because they're afraid, that they're scared to go into that change. So ask your angels and guides for courage. Ask Archangel Michael to remove fear from your heart, to fill your heart with love and light and courage, and to give you the courage to take the steps, right? That you need to take, so that you can avoid getting pushed off that diving board. Your next card here, Capricorns, is Justice. And this is about, it says balance here. The nutshell word here to sum it up, is listed as a balance. Justice card can also indicate Libra energy. There could be a Libra in the mix for some of you here that you might be dealing with or having interactions with. However, the Justice card is going to indicate for us here being in the energy also not just of balance in terms of like moderation in life, but balance in terms of how you're making your decisions, right? I think this is where you're hung up, Capricorn, because there's one part of you that's like saying, well, I have to be responsible and I have to do the logical thing, right? And there's the other half of you that's like, but my heart wants what it wants. And so you feel torn, like, what do I do? Do I listen to my brain and go into things that are just very boring and dry and soul crushing for the sake of stability and being responsible and risk being unhappy? Or do I listen to my heart and go jump into some kind of a disaster, where, I'm not going to have what I need, or things aren't going to, it's going to make my life difficult, or it's going to be something that's not practical. And the Justice card is saying that you don't have to choose between those two extremes. It doesn't have to be so black and white, okay? The Justice card is when we're able to balance our decisions and we're able to reconcile the logic and the emotion. And we're able to come up with a balanced idea. We're able to look at the situation from all angles and find ways to make it work, right? Maybe it's your dream to quit your job and open up a pet grooming service, a mobile pet grooming service. You're like, man, that would be a really great life, right? So you're not gonna walk into your job on Monday or the next day and quit and just leave and say, okay, well, the universe is gonna make it all work out because I put it out there, and you have no plan and you have no idea and you have no money to get the materials that you need to start the business, right? You're not gonna do it that way. You're gonna find the logical way to approach it. You're gonna find a logical way to do it, right? Maybe I can set aside some money and get some like good quality grooming not utensils but tools, products, whatever, and maybe I can just do it on the side, and then that will bring in money, and then from that money I can invest it into whatever material I need next, right? And so the business will grow itself. The business will bring the resources that you need until you get to the point where you're like, okay, this is up and running. I've got my clients, the money's coming in, I can quit the day job, right? So there's an example of how you can take the dream and the logic and find a way to make it work, and be patient and be balanced, but to make the change, make the shift, make the transition, right? It's obviously a lot of people are like, oh, I don't believe in the law of attraction, and I don't believe in that whole, new agey stuff, and oh, just believe, because then like nothing ever happens. There's a balance to it. In Capricorn, this is the week that you guys are going to start realizing the balance. You're going to start seeing it. Your eyes are going to start opening. You're going to know how to do it. And you're going to be able to move forward in that way. Okay, and you're going to be able to manifest. So we're going to check out your oracle message here for the week. And as always, guys, I remind you that these are general readings. You may find it beneficial to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos, because some weeks those might resonate with you more than others. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you want to click on the Calendly link in the description of the video, you can schedule a private reading with me there. Alrighty, my darlings. So your oracle message for the week is the magic of the Koalin Druth. Caution, secrecy, and wary, right? So you're going forward, but you're doing it in a cautious way. Secrecy, you might not be telling everybody what you're up to, right? especially if you're leaving a scary living situation or a job. You're not going to put it out there in a way where it can backfire against you, right? And if you have dreams or ideas or plans, like creative projects or inventions, you're not going to go around telling everybody about it because you want to protect it. You want to keep it safe. Furthermore, Capricorn, a lot of you might be around people in your life who aren't very supportive, like they're negative. And so if you tell them, hey, I have this idea, I'm going to start working towards my dream, but I'm going to do it in a responsible and cautious way, right? They're still going to come in and, dump all over you for it. It's like you have this little candle, this little flame of hope, this little flickering flame of hope and inspiration, and they're blowing it out before you even get a chance to see it through. So a lot of you are learning to protect your dream, to protect your passion, to protect your ideas by not talking to everybody about it, because some people are just very, very discouraging. They're very negative. So that's another way in which you're protecting yourself this week, Capricorn. Again, you may want to watch your moon sign or rising sign videos. You may want to check out your channeled angel messages for August. Those might be very helpful for some of you. Or you might want to check out your love and romance readings for August. The September readings will be up soon. So if you hit the subscribe button and tap the notification bell, you'll get a notice when the new videos get posted. And don't forget, guys, every single day on Instagram and Facebook, the Amethyst Angellight pages, Amethyst Angellight, I post a card of the day message, and I post later on in the day, I post a pick a card that a lot of people have been enjoying. And from those social media pages, from each page, every single month, one person wins a free 30-minute reading, and one person wins the different giveaway prize. Every month there's a different giveaway prize. You can check out the social media to see August's giveaway. It was something that I saw Mixed Media Girl post, and it was beautiful. It made me think of Archangel Uriel. That's what inspired my nails here. My very controversial nails. A lot of people flipped out about these nails this month. But Archangel Uriel is orange and yellow. And so that's what made me want to get these nails, because I was feeling those Uriel vibes. So you can check it out on the social media. And I want to say thank you again to Rapid Luxury for my nails. I think she does an amazing job. And she was super nice. And she sent me these really cool shades. They come in a bunch of different colors. So check her out. Thank you to her for her kindness. I appreciate you all, every single one of you, even if you don't send me nails and sunglasses. I still love you. I still appreciate you. And I thank you for being here. I appreciate you just as much. So again, my darlings, thank you for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Have a wonderful, wonderful week.